Hey guys, what's going on? It's Mike here again with Performance Driving Network with our buddies at 510 Race Engineering, getting to play a little hoonage with a Stage 3 kit for your ZL1 Camaro. I'm over here with my buddy Randy over here, one of the owners of 510 Race Engineering, who's going to tell us a little bit more in depth about what actually is in the Stage 3 kit that could also go on your cts-v. What do we got?
Hey, thanks Mike. Yeah, you nailed it on the head. This is what we would consider our Stage 3 LSA package for the 2013 and up ZL1s, along with the 2009 and up cts-vs. What consists of this package is our Stage 2 LSA hand-ported cylinder heads. Now, these flow right at 367 CFM at 650 thousandths lift. You know, with that, we've got a great cam combination, and you know, this is an automatic car that's going to be driven every day. So our objective is to retain the factory torque converter and not have any drivability issues.
Yes.
Which is most definitely attainable. So for right now, it will get utilize the factory converter, have a cam that'll still deliver a really nice choppy idle, and it'll get paired with a set of American racing headers, engine 7/8, that will remain with the factory catback for now on.
All right, guys, so here are some of the parts that go inside of this Stage 3 kit, and Randy's going to elaborate a little bit on what they actually are. Tell us what we got.
Thanks again, Mike. You know, first off, we'll start with the pulley setups, because as anybody knows that to generate a little more power out of these cars, we can accommodate that with a pulley change. Innovators West had just recently come out with a really nice damper that has the ability to interchange larger Metco ring gear. So this is actually an overdrive for the supercharger to help us generate the boost levels we're trying to achieve. Also, as a double bearing idler to help that belt wrap, and a 250 Metco supercharger pulley. Okay. So along with that, there's been, you know, a renowned problem, people actually complaining, and what we've seen firsthand is the stock isolator that the supercharger shaft is actually bolted to is spring-loaded from the factory. It can tend to rattle and make a little noise at idle and partial throttle. This is your solution to those problems.
That's your way to buck the system.
Right, direct drive. So, of course, with the power that we're projecting is right at 800 horse. What's next in line? You've got to pay attention to what's going on with your fuel. We're running dual in-tank pumps. This is a factory-like setup and can supply and accommodate about to 800 crank horse. So that will be the means of our threshold for how we're setting the car up.
Okay.
It's getting a really nice valve spring setup. That is a dual polish 660 with a titanium retainer that's actually the lightest in the market. So what do you get from that? You get really good valve control. It'll also be receiving ARP head studs, because he may even want to turn it up so much more in the future.
Yeah, you don't want to lift the heads.
There you go. So it also, you know, what else do you need to take into consideration when you're adding boost to a supercharged motor? Well,
We all know that heat is one of the byproducts.
Right.
And heat kills horsepower.
And it can cause detonation. Well, this is a dual pass intercooler for the heat exchanger on the supercharger itself. And so that'll help us lower those charge temperatures, enabling us to run a little more aggressive tune, even make just more power in general.
Hoorah.
So, you know, as we were talking about earlier, these are American Racing's engine 7/8 headers with a 3-inch collector that will just bolt up to the factory mid-pipe until Borla and Corsa are finished with production on their catback systems.
Cool.
This is the Reservoir. This Reservoir is actually for the intercooler itself, so you actually have the ability to drop some ice in it whenever you go to the racetrack. And really help drop those temps to be able to obtain the fastest ET.
Heck yeah.
So this is more on the more aggressive side of the spectrum, but you also have to remember this car was equipped with an automatic 6-speed. So to accommodate that factory-like drivability, you have to pick the correct camshaft. So we have a special profile lobe that we're using on this camshaft, so you're able to retain the converter, have great drivability, yet very strong power. And a lot of those guys are concerned that they may be pushing through the brakes, lose a little vacuum in the manifold, etc. But with this combination, it'll still be able to deliver a nice choppy idle without the sacrifice.